Hey guys, it's Sahil, and I'm back here with a very interesting idea. So, we all know Magnus Carlsen is the world champion. We have admired his games, how he crushes his opponents, how he squeezes water out of a stone is just a skill that is unparalleled in the chess world. But once in a while, some surprising thing happens, and the world champion himself is surprised by his opponent's moves. So, what was the move and what was the game that made Magnus Carlsen go?
Wow.
We'll have a look at right now. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel, guys. It helps us to come up with videos every day. The game started as a Scandinavian defense. Magnus has lost his bishop pair. He was playing against a grandmaster and he had the black pieces. But right now he was very confident. He mentioned that he felt very confident, and after castles and knight d4, he felt that his position was very solid. But then white started pushing his pawns. Of course, black's king, Magnus's king is on c8, so why not attack it? So king b8, a general safety move, and knight b5, an excellent idea, trying to exchange these pieces so that the a file opens up towards black's king. Now Magnus is of course not going to make such an elementary mistake. He just takes the bishop, queen takes, and then a6. I think this was not the best move. Usually you should not push pawns on the side where you're weaker, but I think Carlsen underestimated his opponent and did not expect him to sacrifice the knight, which white duly did with c4. Black of course played e5, trying to develop his pieces, and now white came up with the stunning move, that is pawn to d4. And Magnus mentioned that he thought this was very creative because after pawn takes, bishop f4, and you see this immense pressure on the pawn on c7. Black is forced to capture the knight now, and then a takes b5 simply opens up the a file for white's rooks. You can see this looks very scary for white. So bishop d6 was played. Black is trying to develop and exchange one of the strong pieces white has, and white thought for a while but then replied with rook a2. So he's trying to double up his rooks on the a file and just checkmate Magnus Carlsen. Black played queen to f5 and then rook a1. This was the moment where Magnus thought he was worse, but he had not seen what was about to happen in this position. After rook fa1, Carlsen played king c8. He sounded very sure of himself, where any check on a8 would simply allow the king to escape to d7. Even though white will have some compensation, he felt that he would have some chances to equalize, considering that the queen trade looks almost forced. But now you can even pause the video and try to find the correct solution. What did white play here in this position that made Carlsen completely lose his mind? What is the move for white? So I hope you thought for a while. In this position, his opponent played the move queen to c6, which is just a stunning move, to be honest. It would have blown anybody's mind, and Carlsen was no exception. So hats off to the white player. Here Carlsen simply resigned because after pawn takes, there is absolutely no defense to rook a8 mate. The only way I can see is something like queen b1 check, but rook takes, bishop takes, and then again rook a1, and there is again absolutely no defense to this, and that's why Carlsen thought that he should simply resign. With that, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do subscribe to the channel. It helps us to come up with videos every day.